The online world is getting bigger and bigger, which means most of your prospects are going to be there. So you should absolutely start YouTube for business in 2023.
Now, you've heard of YouTube and the power of YouTube, but you're still not quite convinced. Here are 6 reasons why you need to be on YouTube as a business owner.
So if you're thinking of getting 1,000 subscribers for your business, then you should check out our free guidebook, which will tell you how to do that. Link is in the description down below. So number 1 reason why you should start doing YouTube for your business is that you can reach to a much larger diverse audience. Now, if you're running a business physically, you're probably getting business from your friends, families, acquaintances, or if you're renting a shop lot, you're probably capturing your businesses from around the perimeter. But the thing is that when you're doing an online business, you're reaching to a much larger audience, which means you are changing up your game. Your business model is going to be much bigger and you can capture way much more people. If you're thinking your business are only limited to whoever you can serve, you can walk to, well, think again, because now you can reach people way much more further than you can think of. And this is where you can do so much more and scale up your business. So YouTube is a great way because you're creating tons of content that can be consumed by so many people that then eventually you can sell it to them.
Reason number 2, you should be on YouTube, and that is, it is the best place for you to build authority. Now, if you are living in 2023, unless you're living under a rock, you know the importance of social media. But the next question is, when you go into the world of social media, which platform do you start from? TikTok, there's Instagram, there is Facebook, and of course there is YouTube. Now, the question is, why do we think that YouTube is the best place for businesses? And the reason is because of this thing called long form content. You see, you can get millions of views on TikTok, you can get tons and hundreds of thousands of likes on Instagram, but that just tells you that they've enjoyed your piece of content. That may or may not lead your potential clients or buyers into actually paying you money. In order for that to happen, you need to show a lot of value up front. And unfortunately, in a 30-second TikTok or maybe just an Instagram post, it's quite hard for people to do that unless maybe you're selling some sort of physical goods. But if you're selling a service like what we have done with our respective channels, then YouTube is the best place, because guess what? You can film 10, 20-minute videos, and if you allow people to binge your content and get to know more about your content, then you generate that trust upfront for totally free on their side. And so once they are convinced, they're more likely to hop on to some of your services and, thereby help build your business. Now guys, before we move on to the next reasons, just to let you know, we have a mentorship program where we guide people to build businesses on YouTube and also other social media channels. So if you're interested in working with us, we have an application-only mentorship program. Want to apply? Link is in the description or the comments.
So the next thing you should think about when it comes to doing YouTube for your business is that you don't have to spend so much money per month just on doing ads. Now, if you have done your ads before, you might have noticed that oftentimes you're spending thousands and thousands of advertisement money that may not result in anything at all. But when it comes to YouTube, when you're doing this long form content, it will eventually compound for you when it comes to getting that reach. So when you're doing an ad, you might reach out to a lot of people, but these people may not really be specifically interested in whatever you have to offer. And think about this, you've already spent that money and it's going away. Instead of spending that money on ads, why not use it to invest in creating content that can reach out all these people who really want to hear from you? So YouTube is a cost-effective advertising tool that you can think of to reach larger audience and as well as reaching people sustainably as time goes on.
When it comes to content online, videos satisfy more senses. Now, what do I mean by this? If you're out there trying to attract potential clients, customers, or people you want to work with, you gotta get them interested in what you have to do, right? So there are many ways to do it. You can do it through a picture, you can do it through a podcast, radio, or you could do it through reading, like maybe a blog. And while all of these other type of content is extremely useful, we are all human beings, and we remember and we associate better with things when our senses are stimulated even more. Not just visually, not just audio, but a combination of everything. So with a video, you are able to read, right? Stuff that is on the video. You are also able to hear sounds, not just speeches or words, but also, activity, right? For example. So when you merge all this together, it's going to attract more of a client base. And that's why you can Google this yourself. Video content is always going to grow better than just pure audio or pure text or pure visual. And so that's why YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and why it's a great place for you to start building your marketing channel as far as your business goes.
If you have been enjoying this video so far and you have gotten new ideas, comment down below and let us know what you think, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. The next thing when it comes to doing YouTube is that you get better feedback system. If you have been doing business and you are reaching out to a lot of your friends and family, which is really warm audience who just want to support you, you might not necessarily get the truth that you need to help you to improve. Same goes when it comes to doing an ad. Now, when you do an ad, the only response you could possibly get is either no response or people commenting down PM. And that's it. Once you have texted them, you probably get no reply. But the thing when it comes to doing organic content is that you're sharing genuine things that you want your audience to know. Your customers might be looking for real solutions coming from you. So when you're doing an organic content, you're telling everything that they need to know, which will then prompt them to comment, to give you the feedback that you so much desire. And this will eventually help you to grow and improve over time and fine-tune whatever offering that you have so that it can reach out to more people and be more precise. So organic content is a great place for you to just bear it all and then let yourself improve and let your prospects to join you along the way. And that is going to help you to become more effective rather than just thinking everything alone.
Now guys, another great thing about YouTube that I really like, and certainly Vincent likes as well, is that you are very direct to consumer. So what do I mean by this? Now, traditionally in the past, if you wanted to market yourself, to brand yourself, to get the world to know about what you do, the products you sell and all that, you have to go through a third party or a middleman. For example, a newspaper, perhaps a television channel, and you would have to pay a massive bomb for things like that. And they only give you perhaps a specific slot in their television channels for maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. And you can't really tell whether or not the advertisements is actually bearing fruits for your company in terms of money being made. And worse still, you can't get, as Vincent said, can't get feedback straight away, right? Perhaps if you've got a very angry customer, you have to, in the past, write a long letter for you, which will take a few days to arrive. Then only you can see the feedback. Now, with YouTube, if someone watches something that you say or do, and they love it, they can just let you know in the comments. If they don't like it, they can also leave it in the comments. And if other people agree with those feedback, they will give it a like. They will comment below and say, yeah, that's really, really true. So and so should improve what they do and say. And so this is very, very useful, right? Because one, it is, as Vincent also mentioned earlier on, cost effective. You don't need to pay so much money to a radio station or a newspaper for you to get your name out there. And secondly, you are able to fine-tune and experiment and tinker with what sort of product or content that you put out there that suits best your customer. It's almost like a 24/7 hotline storefront for your business, and that's extremely, extremely valuable. It saves time, saves money, and just makes lives better.
Thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. If you have found this video to be very entertaining and as well as helpful for you, then give us a comment, follow us on our social, and as well as check out other videos that you may be interested as well.